Hi, I'm Steve from Direct Drive Hub, and I'm going to give some information and a quick demonstration about automatic driving. I've been a driving instructor for 20 years, and I've always had a manual car. I've just recently got an automatic car to do lessons, and also mainly to use as a family car as well. Now, this is the first automatic car I've ever had, and to be fair, I'm finding it quite refreshing that I've got less work to do. So if I'm finding less work to do and I'm finding it a lot easier, then anybody out there is going to think exactly the same. So basically, all I've got now is I've got two pedals, accelerator pedal and a brake pedal. There's no clutch, so you might have done lessons in the past and might have struggled with using the clutch, finding bite points, getting the car moving, using the clutch and using the gears at the same time. So at least all that is now eliminated. So basically my left foot, I don't need to do anything with it. It's just going to literally rest there and do nothing. My right foot's going to do all the work. It's going to use the power. It's going to move to the brake, as you would in a manual car. But like I say, at this point now, I don't have to worry about a clutch. Gears. I have got a gear lever. I've got, at the moment it's in park, so every time the car is stationary and the engine's switched off, it's always in park. That locks the transmission and everything else. It's not going to do anything. When I turn the engine on, again, it's not actually going to, it won't move anything. Then I've got reverse gear. Obviously, as in a manual car, obviously we need to go backwards. We've also got neutral, it's out of gear again. Drive, obviously that's going to be the one that I'm going to be using to drive the car forward. It'll do all its gear changes for me. I don't have to worry about the gears. And then we've got sport mode. Again, if you need that little bit more quicker acceleration, quicker gear changes, or letting the gear changes run that little bit longer so you can accelerate harder. To be fair, I don't feel we need it, but it's there if you need to do that little bit quicker speed. So basically I've got park, I'm going to use reverse, neutral and drive. Okay, so that's basically all I've got to now worry about. Steering, everything else, I can just focus on that. I can look ahead, I can use my mirrors, I can plan ahead, I can slow down, I can stop, I can move. When I'm moving off from station, I'm going to demonstrate in a moment, but when I move off, I'm going to basically put the brake on, put it in drive, do my observation checks. When I lift off the foot brake, the engine will creep the car forward straight away, so there's no chance of me doing any sort of roll backwards. So brakes are always going to be useful. Like I say, off the brake and the car's going to move, and then I'm going to transfer to the power and build up speed. When I need to slow down, off the power, onto the brake, control that brake to slow it down. If I have to stop, I'm just going to control the brake, bring the car to a complete stop. Once the car has stopped, I will then just keep the brake on. While the brake's on, that's actually acting as if it's in neutral. Now, the only problem with sitting there with the foot brake on is your brake lights are constantly on. So at that point there, I might decide to put the gear into neutral and put a handbrake on, and then I can release the foot brake. If you're going to be stopping for a short time, I just leave the foot brake on. Yes, the brake light's going to be on, but only for a short time. And then when I want to move again, off the brake, transfer to that power. When I come up to junctions, again, I can just focus a lot more on the slowing down process up to the junction. I can worry about my observation checks more. Again, am I going to be stopping completely, or can I creep up to the junction and then roll out and then drive out of the junction? Okay, so it should be a lot easier now learning in an automatic car if that's the route you want to go down. So I'm going to, like I said, a very quick demonstration, just another minute or so of driving. So starting the engine, foot brake is now on. I'm in park. I can turn the engine on. To get it into gear, I'm going to keep the foot brake on. I'm going to click the gear down to reverse, to neutral, to drive. Right, so it's now in drive. There's no worry about if I'm in the wrong gear, because it shows me on the dashboard as well that I'm in drive, which again you will see when you come to drive an automatic car. And I assume all automatic cars information is going to be there as well. Okay, so while it's in drive, I can take the handbrake off. I'm not going to move because the foot brake is still active. So what I'm now going to do is I'm going to start running through observation checks. So I can see in my mirrors that there's traffic coming behind me currently, another car. I'm going to start checking round the shoulder areas. Right shoulder check, it's clear. Off the brake, it's instantly moving. A little bit of power, and we're moving. I can already hear the gears changing. And I'm coming up to a set of traffic lights where I'm going to turn left. So I'm going to check my mirrors. I'm already up to 25 miles an hour. I can signal, I can start slowing down. Now again, I'm going to bring that speed down to 20 miles an hour to 15 miles an hour. Again, the speed's nice and slow. The lights are on green for me, so I can keep moving. The engine's done all the gear changes for me. I can now just very gently add that power back on I've had to not worry about the gear lever at this stage. Again, bit of acceleration, 20 mile an hour, 25 mile an hour, coming up to 30 mile an hour. So I'm going to turn left at the roundabout. So again, check mirrors, I can use indicator, I can start slowing down again. And again, as I'm slowing down, the gears are automatically kicking down. I can just worry about my observation, start right side. I'm watching this car come from my right. I'm going to slow right down. I'm going to bring it to a gentle stop. Now I can move again. Off the brake, it's already moving. A little bit of power. And then just keep following the road around. Again, a little bit more acceleration. Again, it's constantly gear changing upwards. It's probably up to gear 4, gear 5. You know what? I don't really care. Okay, so I'm going to turn right very shortly. So again, I'm going to check the mirrors. I'm going to indicate right. I'm going to start slowing down again with the foot brake. Again, I'm assessing what's happening ahead. I can see it's looking clear at the moment, so I'm going to take the speed down to about 15, 10 mile an hour, ready to turn in. Ease off the brake, gentle on the power again, and that's what you've got to do, is be soft on that right foot and squeeze it on. Obviously, the harder you press it, the quicker it's going to accelerate. And then onto that brake softly. I'm just going to park up on the left, so again I'm checking mirrors. Don't need a signal at the moment. Slow down, braking, position's good. I can bring it to a complete stop. Now once I've stopped, my foot brake is still on. I need to put the handbrake on, and I need to either put it into neutral or I can push it into park. So I'm in park, my foot brake is now off, car's not going to move anywhere, I can turn the engine off. Okay, so it does make life a lot easier. Again, with hill starts as well. If I was stopping on a hill, again, once it's in drive, once the brakes come off, it's going to either hold the car still or it's going to push the car forward. There's very little chance of me doing any roll backwards. All right, so hopefully that's going to give you a good insight on driving an automatic. So if you do need to, if you need any more help with that one, get in contact us at Direct Drive Hub. Follow our Facebook page. And hopefully you've got a good chance of passing your test in an automatic car. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.